Alright, so today we're going to be working on the chicken coop. When we bought it, someone had already been using it as a chicken coop, but it only had one roosting bar in here. So you can look in here and see. Just has this one bar right here, and that's not enough. So I'm going to try and make something that goes over here. But here's my disclaimer. I'm not a carpenter, even though my father was. I'm no good at building stuff with wood, so bear with me. Yes. So here's some of the materials. Hopefully I have everything measured correctly. Like I said, I'm terrible at building things, but I just do the best that I can. We'll just proceed and see how it turns out. So I bought this stuff at Lowe's, and this was a board that I got out of their scrap pile that had that broken on the end. So I just had them cut it, and I paid $7 for that board. And then I bought these dowels there, dowel rods, and they're 6 foot, and I'm just going to cut them all in half. So this will be roughly 3 foot wide. Alright, I went through and I marked where I want to drill my holes. I did it every foot. I don't know if this is going to be right. So this is all an experiment. So I'm going to run my screws through and hopefully put all my dowels in the correct spot. Maybe we won't split anything. So my lovely wife says, I think those are too close together. So we went and measured the other coop, and mine are 12 inches and theirs were 16. So I guess we're gonna make these 1.5 feet apart instead of 1 foot apart. So, take 2. Should be right between these. There you go. So before I put the screws in this side, I just wanted to make sure that these angles are going the same way, because this is definitely something that I would mess up and then have to redo it all. Okay, now we would almost be done except for putting it in, except Tara would like a roosting bar that can raise up so she can clean the chicken coop floor easier, because that is one of her main complaints about our other coop. So here's where we really get experimental. So for starters, we're going to put hinges on this end so that it can raise. I'm gonna tell you, it took me a lot of hours standing in Lowe's trying to figure this out in my head, so I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But so we're gonna screw these onto the ends, and then I think I'm going to screw a board on this end, because once I get in there, I don't know if this will be able to raise up enough for me to get my drill in here. So let me attach them to this first, and then we're gonna cut a board and attach, and then we can drill through our board down here when we put it in the coop. So you remember where I was talking before about make sure you have it going the right way? Well, I didn't. I had it going the wrong way. So I had to take it off and turn it around. Like this. Oh, you sucker.
Did it wrong? You had it right the first time? Oopsie. Take 3.
Measure across this right now, 39 on the outside. Let's go down to the coop and see what it looks like it's going to hit inside. Looky there. Looks like it'll fall right on these. 39 on the outside. Be close. These windows. Alright, so 39 on the outside. It should work, but I'm still not convinced. I still think I'm going to put the boards on so that I can fasten to them.
We gotta go. Bye-bye.
So remember, because this edge was going to be right up against the wall, we can't have this sticking out any farther. So we're going to screw this to this, and then when we get inside, we can screw this to that stud. Probably have to grind them off because they'll have to go against the wall.
That's what she's barking at, those birds.
Since these are getting mounted up against the wall, I'm going to go ahead and grind these off because we're going to drill down through here up against the stud, and I don't want this holding us back. So the next part, I'll be screwing these eyelets in down here at the bottom of the feet. This might work for our thing across the top. But it's gonna, here's the problem's gonna be because it's gonna be right on that edge. So I'm gonna get a longer board. So as you can see, these are built like this. I need one that's gonna come straight across. Alright, so for this next part, I really needed a 2x4. I didn't have one quite long enough, and I'm not running into town just for one 2x4, so it's not really that much of a load-bearing deal. So I'm going to put this across the truss at the top. It'll sit up on the top of the walls, and I'm going to screw this onto that. Now, what we're got going into this are going to be these, I'm using these swing set hooks. So we're going to mount those into here. We'll go mount this into the coop, and then I'll screw this onto there, and we're getting close to being done.
Let's go ahead and try and close this door, the small door, so they won't go inside while he's in there working. Sorry guys, you can't go in right now.
So we're going to put this board here. So let me screw that to that.
Oh my gosh, I thought you was going to hang from that. Hi, Bretta.
And now we're going to hang this bar, a board, on here. Next, now you can see where I'm going. I've got these handy dandy little pulleys we're going to mount from those hooks that we just put across the roof joist. Yes, you want to call it. So let's go hang these, and then we'll take the roosting bar down there and mount it to the wall. And that'll be the next part.
So here it is so far. And it looks really good.
So the last parts will be, I bought this rope because it looked about the same width as the pulley, the groove on the pulley. And then these hooks, so the rope will go through here. And then this is what will hook on the bottom of the roost to lift it up. The rope will go through here. And then I actually had bought this, which I was going to mount over here on the wall, but I don't think it sticks out far enough. So we'll see. Let me get this rope made next and we'll go from there. So, just because I don't really trust my knots and I don't want this falling down on Tara's head or Cassie's, I bought these little things here. So I'm going to put them on. Because most times it's going to be like this 9% of the time. It's only going to be down when you're cleaning it. I was thinking I could run it over this screw so this one's not hanging down the doorway. So normally, 90% of the time it'll just be wound up like that and out of the way. But when it is time to come clean the coop, this will be the process. And I have this one up kind of behind that nail just so it's not hanging down here in the way. So you'll drop these down. Hook them up like this. And then pull it up and then just wrap them around a couple times. You don't have to do the whole thing. Shove them around a couple times to hold it. Then you can shovel out all your nastiness. without anything being in your way. And then when you're done, just come unhook those, lower it back down. Unhook them to get them out of your way. Pull these back up out of your way. Just wind your cord back up. Kind of surprised myself. It all ended up working out, so I guess all that time standing around Lowe's scratching my head paid off. Let that jump out.
Look where he went.
What are you guys doing? Turkeys will be the first to go. I give you a low bar. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you think it was a good idea. Comment if you think it was a waste of time and money. And maybe if you have another idea, put it in the comments. Hopefully this will help somebody else out. Like I said, our other coop just has a stationary thing, and every time she's trying to clean out from under it, it's just in the way, and that's just the way it was built. And I probably can go in and change it, but with this one we had to build a roosting bar, so we just did it from the get-go. And hopefully the turkeys will like this lower bar, and this will be way better than just having the one bar in there. So I'm gonna call it a success.
When we wake,
thanks for watching.
hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in